do.
Why don't we just wait here for a little while? See what happens.
What have you done to it? What have you done to its eyes? What have you done to him, you maniac? Join us! Join us! Join us! Join us! Listen, asshole!
No, you listen, little bitch. You hang up on me again, I'll cut you like a fish.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Here.
Here's Johnny.
Welcome to Slice and Dice Dreadcast, episode 35. I'm your host, Joe Infante, coming in from Brooklyn, New York, here with my co-host, Jim.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing?
And J Mac.
What's up, people?
All right. And we got a special guest in the house tonight with us. My buddy in the Mafia, Mr. Bill Casanelli.
Greetings and salutations.
The infamous.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Welcome back. Seems like you're a regular now. We should just put you on the cast full time.
What was that? Infamous, Jim?
Infamous.
Ah.
Notorious.
And he busts into Duran Duran.
Yes, Duran. So here we go. What do we got going on tonight, boys? We were supposed to have our buddy Jerry Cortez on, but it didn't pan out, because of shit happens. But we'll get him on next time, or at least attempt to. So until then, we got a little episode right here for you boys and girls. Not you boys that I'm talking to, but you know what I'm talking about, people. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
Everyone
myself about boys and girls and gender. Fucking people out there listening. Hi, how you doing? What are we talking about tonight? We're talking about The Fog, John Carpenter's 1980, I would say, hit to a degree. It cost $1 million and made $21 million, so that's success, especially in 1980. And 1981's The Howling, Joe Dante's classic vampire fucking werewolf movie, which has spawned many sequels, which I haven't seen past 2. So
shit, we're doing the first one? Oh man, I got already. I thought we were doing part 7.
Oh fuck.
No, I'm kidding.
Howling Reborn.
You've not seen this one yet, right? 7?
Which one?
Part 7.
No.
Oh, I can't.
Which one is part 7?
It's the classic.
The redneck one.
Reborn?
Yeah. Wow.
It's bad.
Put it this way: if Plan 9 from Outer Space is considered the worst movie of all time, only because they haven't seen The Howling 7. It's a country music video.
What?
Nothing happens. I'm not kidding.
That's crazy.
Anyway,
Jesus.
I digress.
I remember seeing it once when I watched it, but I forgot all about that. It was a novel.
Yeah.
The Howling, which
actually, did you know that 2 of the Howling movies are based on the same novel?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was just like, whoa, okay. It's makes me want to pick it up and give it a read.
I'll tell you something. The Howling.
Yeah.
The Howling itself, the first movie, is less loyal to the book than The Howling 4.
Really? Sure. Which one is part 4?
The Marsupials.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say it was the rap video one.
Yeah.
Nice. So
Holy shit!
anyway.
I fucked up. Hold on, not the marsupials. That was 3. 4 was the original Nightmare.
Okay.
My mistake. My bad.
Marsupials is the only one I've ever
That was
heard
3.
of
That was terrible too.
outside of the original and the second one. Your sister is a werewolf.
Yeah,
So,
guess who wrote that one, by the way?
who wrote it?
Yeah, who wrote the screenplay for part 2? Your sister's a werewolf.
Got me beat.
The guy who wrote the book, The Howling.
Oh, that's freaking nuts.
Confusing as fuck, isn't it?
Oh, it's very. All right, we'll get back to the Howling in a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's freaking mind blowing. I was just blown away by that. But anyway, we'll get back to that in a little bit. But before we do our 2 featured films, let's shoot the shit for a little bit, boys. What's going on in the world of Slice and Dice Dreadcast? Well, it's 2018. We have some stuff in store that is not definitive, but that's how we roll, right, boys? It's all about the random, the chance. Who knows what's going to happen on our show?
Luck of the draw.
So, Jim, what's going on?
Oh, you're coming to me first. Shit.
Yeah.
I ain't got much new new going on, but want to give a shout out to my old co-host Zope from the Jim and Zope cast. He gave me a little box thing here. I was going to show you guys that, but actually, probably not going to because my camera wasn't hooked up. So, but have you guys ever gotten any of those loot crates or horror boxes or anything like that?
I had a horror block subscription for a couple of years.
Yeah, I had Loot Crate going for a couple years back.
I had the horror block as well. And I thought it was actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave me the one that it had like a couple action figures in it, it had a Leatherface stuffed thing, a Michael Myers action figure, Crystal Lake pennant, actually a Freddy Krueger chopsticks.
I got those.
Did you?
Yeah,
Wait.
They came in the Loot Crate with a horror box for like Halloween, like in October, and they came in that.
I think that's the one. Yeah,
how
that's
is
the one
that
you
a
gave.
thing?
The chopsticks?
Yeah, like what part of chopstick screams you got to put fucking Freddy Krueger on that?
I guess it's supposed to be like the knives on the glove.
2 chopsticks?
Yeah, it's 2 metal chopsticks sticking out of the rubber glove, and then you see like,
Oh, I see. They got the glove and everything.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you guys. I was just like,
Nah.
what?
Yeah,
In Japan. Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger.
oh, God. I got to see what these things look like.
Yeah. Can you get your cam working?
Real quick, yeah, hold on.
There it is.
Oh, that's pretty tight. I like that.
Oh,
I've never used a pair of chopsticks in my life, actually. So
I try every time I go out with my wife to get sushi and shit, and I can't figure it out like a fucking I'm thinking, like, who came up with this idea? Like, they didn't have shovels in friggin' Japan?
Shovels.
Like, you would think, like, oh, they didn't plow a fucking field with giant sticks.
that's a good point.
Freddy glove chopsticks.
They're not pretty cool though, but it'd be kind of embarrassing to like whip out like at a restaurant. It's like, I got my own, thanks.
Yeah, I think people bring their own chopsticks to restaurants, are pretentious douches.
Well, no, like in Chinatown.
Yeah, I know, just
People
breaking
do.
balls.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah, I couldn't use chopsticks. I'd rather use my hands.
Just grab a fistful of rice. And,
A fistful of rice, baby. That's it. How the hell do you eat fucking rice with a chopstick?
I don't know, man, but fucking
Oh,
Miyagi can catch flies with them.
Nice, the pennant for Crystal Lake.
Yeah, that's dope.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface.
Pretty
The
sweet.
cutesy Leatherface. He's just so cute. Nice. I got the Jason one from the horror
Sweet.
block.
Yeah, they have a whole bunch of different options back here.
Yeah, was it Scream and Cenobite? Yep.
They got Sam from Trick or Treat.
Yeah, the company that makes those like particular kind of action figures have one from Alien with the alien popping out of the dude's chest.
Huh.
I saw it at Barnes and Nobles. My wife wouldn't let me buy it because I was trying to buy like 6 of them at once. She got to keep me in check, otherwise I'll blow all that money on dumb shit.
Yep, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool, I thought. And I just found out that they actually closed down the what was that? The Horror Block site or something like a little while back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went on the.
That sucks.
What are you gonna do? You know, that's business right there.
On a similar note, though, if you had a Horror Block subscription, you can get Rue Morgue at like a big discount for the subscription for a year.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Head over to Rue Morgue and they'll show you.
Murders in the Rue Morgue.
Oh, I love that magazine. I love it almost as much as Fangoria and Gorezone.
Yeah, all good things.
Some new end. So,
what about you? Anybody else? What's going on?
J-Mac.
That's my new thing.
What's up, James?
Oh,
How you doing?
Doing all right, man. Came home. I had some bad news today. Lost a pet of mine, the snake I've had for 16 years. Went in there to change all the snake's water out and found him dead. I was like, that sucks.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, man, it fucking sucks, but happens. He was getting up there in age. They really only lived like 20 years in captivity if they're doing good, and he was about 16. So figured it was coming. But but actually I didn't think of it until today because Joey wrote something on Facebook to me. Joey probably doesn't even remember. You know, you named that snake Monty, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No way.
Well, basically being the outlaw that I am, because pythons were, I was living in Brooklyn when I got them. Pythons were legal to own in the boroughs at the time. So a friend of mine had got them like upstate, fucking Long Island or something, and brought him to me. And I went by his house to get it. And he just literally hands me a snake. Like I didn't have a box or anything. So I'm driving home with a snake in my hand. And I happened to see friends of ours hanging out on 10th Avenue. I pulled over and I got out and was talking and I had the snake. And Joey came up and he was stoned out of his fucking mind. And he sees this, he goes, "What kind of snake is that?" I was like, "It's a python." He goes, "You should name him Monty Python." And he fucking walked away. And that's how Monty got his name.
Oh, shit.
So
that's nuts.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I remember the snake. I just don't remember fucking saying that.
Wait, Joey was high?
What's up?
No.
Joey was high?
No, Joey doesn't do that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Not at all.
Yeah, but besides that, I mean, that sucked. But besides that, man, it's been fucking cool working. And I watched the new season of Black Mirror on Netflix. Did you guys watch that?
No, I watched a few of the first season.
I fucking love that show, man. Like,
but I heard that one's got like a Star Trek one. I heard, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a twist to it, but it's a theme of that. Like all those episodes have some kind of twist to them. But this last season was pretty good. There's only one episode in it that I was kind of just like, whatever about. But I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just not as good as the other ones. But yeah, I love that fucking show. And most people I talked to have always been like, "Oh yeah, I watched the first season. I liked it. I never got around to doing it." Like, if you like the fucking Twilight Zone, go watch all those fucking episodes. I mean, each season's only a couple episodes. Like this last season was 6.
I saw the one where the guy was supposed to fuck a pig.
Yeah, that's the first episode of the first season. The first season only has like 3 episodes in it, and then I think the rest of them have like 4 or 5 each, if that. But there's some really good episodes on that series. Cool. So if you like the Twilight Zone, but you want something that has more like adult, darker themes to it, check that shit out because it's really good.
Nice.
And Fuller House is back. So I watched some of those. I haven't finished the second half of the 3rd season yet, but I was watching my wife the other day and I was like, "Damn, man, Stephanie Tanner's fucking stacked, bro." My wife's like, "You seriously checking out Stephanie right now?" I was like, "Yeah, can't help it. Sorry."
Yeah, she got a body, man.
Yeah, man. It's like, god damn, she grew up strong.
Those drug problems in her 20s really helped her
I
out.
know, man. The fucking meth didn't kill her body. What the fuck?
Kept her thin.
Yeah. Cool. I've watched a show called Atypical. It's not horror or anything. It's like a dark comedy. And it's nice to not, be feeling the constraints of trying to crush 100 million movies in a year. I'm just going with the flow this year, 2018. I'm not rushing. I'm just watching what I need to do for the shows. New releases. I'm gonna check out Insidious, hopefully by the end of the week, and that's it. I'm gonna get back into watching TV programs. So I watched this one with my wife, Atypical, because I saw her watching it, and I was like, "Oh, Michael Rappaport? What show is this? Love that dude."
Yeah.
So I watched it, and it was really good. So I mean, obviously not horror, but it's about like a 18-year-old, I guess, like, high school senior who is on the autism spectrum, and like I said, it's funny and real, good stuff right there. It's on Netflix. It's like 8 half-hour episodes. You could crush it.
Yeah, I seen a few of the episodes. My wife watched it. I've caught a few episodes while she was watching it, and I thought it was hysterical. But she, it was one of those things she started when I was at work, so she just kind of kept going with it. And I haven't went back and caught up with it on my own.
Yeah, like a scene, like he's there at a dance and he runs out, like everybody's there, like his family, they're like chaperones, and he just runs out and he's like, "Yeah, I got a hand job in the igloo." Like it was like a fake igloo. Just like lets everybody know. Hysterical. Funny shit. So yeah, check that out. Atypical. I definitely recommend it. What else has been going on? We got the Horror Mafia podcast going on with Bill and Donnie Rings, the boss. And tomorrow night, we're recording our crossover with you guys. Slice and Dice Dreadcast.
Yeah.
We are?
Huh?
I'll try to stay awake. I mean,
don't let the boss find out you didn't watch the movies. Shit. He'll come after you. But no, we're gonna do Casino and Goodfellas, and we've seen these movies countless times. The 4 of us here, and Don has never seen them, so it's gonna be a good time.
How the fuck? He's never seen. I can understand maybe Casino, but how the fuck has he never seen Goodfellas?
Yeah, and considering Donnie watches cable television, Goodfellas is always on.
Even Casino was on. There was a point that shit was on like fucking 4 times a day. Every time my wife came home, I was watching it.
It was on Spike TV today.
Oh, was it?
They're always on TV. Yeah.
How do you get your confirmation without seeing Casino and Goodfellas?
How do you get your confirmation? Oh shit, that's great.
You're never gonna be a made man.
Never gonna be. Yeah. So we got that going on. So that'll be coming out on what's today? Monday night. So next Monday it'll be coming out. Although our Patreons will get early access on Wednesday to that episode. So for $2, join our Patreon and you get entered into the raffle and you get early access to episodes, and our first bonus content episode is out, and that also includes you guys when we did the Hurricane Harvey relief episode. So that's released on our Patreon, and we do our top 5 non-horror movies. So for $2, you can get all that and a bag of chips.
A bag of chips.
Oh yeah. What do you got going on over there, Bill?
I still got some goosebumps going on. Apart from, I apologize if you hear any noise in the background, but I got a sleeping person, as well as something weird happened tonight while I was waiting for the show to start. I had my microphone on, my earphones on, and suddenly from behind me, I hear footsteps coming out from the behind me is a little corridor, like a little hallway, and then boom, 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 and then I heard my son's voice go, "Dad," and I remembered he's at his mother's house tonight, so that I could go out tonight.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he's not even here.
Holy shit.
And I heard his voice, like, whiny, sad, like just waking up out of bed voice going, "Dad," and footsteps of someone walking out from there. And it freaked me the fuck out. So I wake up my friend Tanya here and I say, "Hey, I heard this thing." And she said she heard it before when he wasn't home. I didn't even know about it. So she knows exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, it freaked me the hell out.
Isn't it funny though? Because that happens literally almost all the time. That people, after you tell them, they're like, "Yeah, that happened to me too." Like people are so hesitant to discuss that stuff, and that's what I wish more people opened up and talked about their experiences.
Yeah, I wish I would have heard like this didn't happen to her before. She
Yeah.
thought she's just like hallucinating it. She said, but no, I told her exactly, and she's like, "Yes, that's exactly what I heard too." It's like, holy shit.
Wow.
The only thing I can think of is that abortion I had my girlfriend get about 20 years ago.
Coming back to literally haunt you.
Yeah. No, but seriously, it sounded just like him, like my boy. So I don't know. Wow. Can't describe it.
Wow.
And it was clear as day, like, right in these microphones. Like, so clear.
So recording already, huh?
No, we weren't recording yet, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I swear, if we were, you would have picked it up.
You should ask him to do it again real quick.
Hey, son, if that's you, do it again. I didn't hear you the first time. Nah.
Oh, shit.
It was crazy.
Yeah, man. I moved recently.
Nice.
So this new place I'm at, I don't know. It's weird because I'm not used to like the way light makes shadows and the way light, reflects off of things. Cause I'm in a house, so it's odd, because like where I used to live in my mother-in-law's house, like every light is on. It's like we owned Con Edison or something. Nobody shuts the lights off, so the house was always lit. But like I'm ingrained to always shut the lights off. So here it's always dark, but like there'll be like little lights on, like a little lamp, just one little thing, the kitchen light that's lower. And there's also these mirrors that are placed in the house, like standing mirrors, like one on each floor, and I don't know they're there. Mm-hmm. So I've just been scaring the shit out of myself all week.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's anything haunted. I think it's just me scaring the shit out of myself because I'm not used to, the way everything reflects and everything. But
yeah, it's unfamiliar.
Yeah, but when I was seeing like these little shadow dashes in my mother-in-law's house, the whole place was lit up. It wasn't even like, it was. So it was a totally different experience. So whatever's going on in my mother-in-law's house,
Joey, not to interrupt, but did your monitor just make a sound? Your daughter?
No.
Did nobody else just hear like a little kid say something?
I did not.
I did not either.
I hear some snoring next to me, but that's it.
It was more high pitched than snoring, but
okay.
I'm gonna have to tag that. All right, I'm tagging that real quick, and I'll go back about 20 seconds. I could have sworn I heard something.
Hey, maybe he responded when I called him out.
I swear it sounded like a little kid.
Right on.
It's bizarre, man. Really is.
Wow. Okay.
Whenever we do recordings, we're catching things.
Yeah, crazy. Always when I'm on, right?
Yeah.
It's bizarre, man.
Remember we thought it was Donnie, sounded just like someone talking?
Yep. Crazy. I don't know.
Is that right there was a snore?
Yeah, that was a snore.
Okay. It might have been that then.
Okay.
Oh god.
That's a loud ass snore.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. And if you want to hear that snore more,
listen to the horror movie.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. So what else do we got going on here? Are we gonna do our picks from Shudder for next episode?
Yeah, might as well.
All right. Let's do this and then we'll get into our features. Unless there's any other random bullshit we'll talk about that comes up before then. Let's get that going. So we're going back to our roots here, right? Like we did last week where we randomly pick from. Oh, look at this. I could pick the genre now. They changed the website.
Hey.
So we got paranormal, psychological thriller, supernatural, creature features, crime, dark dimension, killers, revenge, mystery, Faro, documentary, shorts, wicked grin. All right, Jim. Which subgenre should we go with?
Obviously, documentary shorts.
That's what I thought. I'm not going to go with this one. Honestly, I mean, you said, was there a slasher?
There is no slasher, but there's killers.
Some of the paranormal ones can be pretty boring, so I don't want to put you guys through that, but let's go killers.
All right, here we are. So, oh, this is nice. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And, all right, so between 1 and 25. First 1 through 5, and then 1 through 25.
All right, 3 and 17.
We gotta get some music here to be like do 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 do.
I'll take care of that in post.
Oh, Sleepaway Camp. We did that already. Sleepaway Camp.
We did.
We did. Go back and listen to our Sleepaway Camp episode where things were very fun. So let's run that back one more time, Jim.
4.
16.
11,
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16?
Yep.
The Hills Have Eyes, original.
Oh.
Wes Craven's cult horror classic. Ooh, there you go. Right up your alley.
I just watched this about 3 weeks ago, so that's good.
Nice. There you go. So, what's it called? Bill.
Yeah. That was not me scrambling around, by the way.
Hi, how are you?
Yes.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. What was it?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
J Mac.
I heard like a squeal or
No, that's
man. Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna pick the subgenre of what is Wicked Grin? The first movie that comes up is Street Trash. Okay.
Are they supposed to be like horror comedies, like
Oh, maybe.
wickedly grinning? I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jack Frost is on this list. So
Oh.
lovely. All right, let's go from this list.
You want to go
All
from Wicked Grin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
What are you giggling about?
Oh, the snouts. All right.
That's why I had myself on mute.
It's going to make the humming in the last episode sound like nothing.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's awesome. Fucking awesome.
Let's get a number between 1 and 5, and then a number between 1 and 12.
How about 1 and 11?
All right. 1 and 11.
All right.
Society.
Nice.
You know, I never seen this one.
Really?
I always seen the cover. It looks like fucking Freddy Krueger's skin.
It's definitely one of those rubber reality movies.
So that's it. That's what we got for next episode. Hills Have Eyes original and Society.
Nice.
What year Society?
It's an 80s. You know, they have the Hills Have Eyes part 2, and I don't think I ever seen that one. Kind of want to do that.
Oh boy.
No good?
You'll see.
No good, Bill?
Ooh. Can I spoil one little thing for you? The fucking dog has a flashback.
Get the fuck out of here.
I swear. So if you want to go in,
did Craven do this? No, right?
yes, Craven wrote and directed.
What? I've never seen this one, part 2.
Oh. Okay. You want to do part 2?
Want
Do
a
part 2? It's your show.
Joey throwing a veto out there?
No. We got Society. I'm good with Society. Society.
I know a dude who actually did the effects on that. Not like Screaming Mad George himself, but one of his crew. Guy named Guy Himber.
Oh my god. There's a picture of a fucking face and an ass cheek.
Don't look. Just see the movie. Just see the movie.
1989. Jim.
Face and an ass cheek, huh?
Oh boy. Oh
wow.
It seems like it's right up our alley. Essential viewing. Strong language, sexual scenes, violence, and gore. Oh.
Nice.
When I'm not talking, I'll mute. How's that? Here we go.
Holy schmoly.
This is fucking great.
Oh, man.
Oh, all right.
Oh, so
What?
this is okay. This is Brian Yuzna's movie, his first movie, huh?
Yeah, his first directing.
Wow. I can only imagine what's gonna happen.
I actually predict you're going to love it.
All right, we'll find out. We'll find out. All right, so we have Hills Have Eyes original and Society for next episode. So until then, let's get down to the nitty gritty of our 2 features for this episode. First up, 1980s The Fog, directed by Mr. John Carpenter. Also written by him and Ms. Deborah Hill.
This is just basically a reunion for all Halloween people.
Yes. You had Jamie Lee Curtis and what's her name? Nancy Loomis.
Oh,
yeah,
way
I
more than
forgot
that.
she-
We got Nancy Loomis,
Tom
Charles
Atkins.
Charles Cyphers is in it.
Who did you notice his name? Nick Castle in the movie?
That's what I was going to say. Tom
Tom
Atkins from Halloween 3 is playing a character named Nick
Yeah.
Castle.
Also Dan O'Bannon.
Yep, Dan O'Bannon. Who's the other one? There was Tommy Wallace.
Tommy Wallace. Yep. There's
Dan
also,
O'Bannon is Charles Cyphers.
Dr. Phoebes. Obviously.
Dr. Phibes, yeah.
Dr. Phoebes. Phibes, whatever's.
Yep.
But yeah, pretty nuts.
Tommy Lee Wallace, who actually played Michael Myers in the original, and like 5 different people played Michael in the movie. You know what I mean? So he was one of them.
Yep.
He played a ghost in the movie of The Fog.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you want to give a little plot synopsis here, Jimmy?
Sure. In 1980, an unearthly fog rolls into a small coastal town exactly 100 years after a ship mysteriously sank in its waters.
A what sank?
Ship.
I heard something else. Okay, sorry.
Oh, okay. Because you know that always sinks.
I was gonna say those always float, right?
I don't know. I
Not
got
mine.
sinkers.
I got
What? J-Mac, you said something about poop?
Nah, I didn't say nothing.
Oh.
Janet Leigh, who is also Jamie Lee Curtis's mother.
Yeah, that's right. Before H2O.
Way before H2O.
Right.
She had a significant role. Like, I thought she was going to have like a little cameo or something, kind of like H2O, but
Right.
she was in it a lot more than I expected.
Yeah, she had a big part. Then obviously, Adrienne Barbeau in a ton of old movies.
Yeah.
Great actress.
Well,
Hot.
not movies before this. This is her first movie.
Well, I mean, like,
Yeah.
back in the day.
She was married to Carpenter then, wasn't she?
I know she was at one point. I'm not
I think it was
sure.
when he did this. I'm
It was
pretty
then.
sure. I could be wrong, but I've drank so many memories away. It's ridiculous.
I mean, she was in a lot of stuff,
Yes.
including the cult comedy classic Back to School. My man,
Yep.
Rodney Dangerfield.
And Creepshow and Swamp Thing.
Yes. The Crate.
She was married to John Carpenter from 1979 to 1984.
Hey, so it was during this. Cool. Hey, wait, speaking of which, the Crate, Adrienne Barbeau, Hal Holbrook, right?
Yep.
They were in this together too.
Yeah.
Hey.
They were.
Man.
Definitely a Who's Who movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice because, this is 2 years off of Halloween. And at that point, Jamie Lee Curtis is not like, nowadays a celebrity like nowadays, but she still doesn't like. She's in this. Nancy Loomis is in this, and you totally don't get the vibe like, oh, it's these characters continued. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, I didn't even realize it was Jamie Lee Curtis. Like it doesn't even look like her in the beginning of the movie. It's like, oh shit, that is Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, she's actually
Did
quite pretty.
all the Halloween movies recently, and I'm watching this, and I'm like, how does wholesome fucking Lori end up being a hitchhiking whore?
Yeah. And she was actually attractive in this one, in The Fog. I didn't find her attractive in Halloween at all.
Right. And I think that was purposeful too in Halloween.
To make her look homely and plain, right.
Right.
Well, I think her throwing around the cat with a guy she just met on the fucking road might make her more appealing too.
Oh shit, another creep show. That's right. Tom Atkins is in Creep Show too. Look at that.
Yo, did you just say throwing around the cat?
Yeah.
That's great.
What'd she say? You're my 13th one in 2 weeks or some shit.
Oh shit, that's hysterical. Throwing around the cat. I normally don't do things like this. Yeah, okay. Who are you fooling, JLC?
This is my first time. I thought you said it wasn't your first time. I thought you said it was your first time.
Oh man. Let's throw some spoilers up here so we could speak freely for the rest of the time. But all right, so spoilers are up, folks. So I thought she was gonna fucking be part, because I saw this movie 20 years ago probably, and it was like watching it for the first time all over again for me. I only saw this once when I was a kid. It was always like it was never like when I watched it, I guess I wasn't like didn't connect to it like I did connect to other Carpenter films growing up. So I mean, you look at The Thing and look at this, right? I mean, two totally different films,
Oh, yeah.
You look
story, yeah.
Movies that I grew up with from Carpenter were not this, but more like Big Trouble, The Thing, even like John Carpenter's Vampires. Like,
I love that one, yeah.
that was I remember seeing that in the theaters, that was like my teenage years, So when you watch The Fog compared to other John Carpenter movies, This is a very distinct one. It has the Carpenter's thumbprint all over it, but it's more atmospheric than many of his other films. I noticed this time around. So the fog, right? But yeah, I thought she was going to end up being somehow mixed in with the antagonist of the film. Oh shit!
Well, you threw up the spoilers already, so tell us.
Well, no, that's it. That's what I said. I thought she was going to be part of the ghosts. I don't even know what to call them. What are they? Zombie?
I guess revenants.
Revenants, right?
I would think so. I don't know.
What's the difference between a revenant and a deity?
Well, a deity's a god, and a revenant is a vengeful spirit coming back to revenge his death, right?
I hadn't seen this in so long.
Yeah,
I fucking completely forgot that Jamie Lee Curtis was even in it.
Wow.
Me too.
But
let me ask you guys, how did you watch it? Did you guys watch it last with like on DVD, Blu-ray, a TV?
Shudder.
Shudder?
I watched on Shudder for this, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as I'm watching it, I'm like, yo, like they stole all the shit for the Pirates of the Caribbean, the Curse of the fucking Black Pearl from this movie.
Yeah.
No way.
I'm like, this is the same fucking deal. I feel like I was, you're watching fucking like zombie pirates and shit, basically.
Well, Carpenter said he got this from he was with Deborah Hill and was like, wouldn't it be crazy? Like they saw like some fog, and he was like, wouldn't it be crazy if there was like some kind of something in the fog?
Yeah, I thought he saw the crawling eye with that in the movie. Remember that one with the eyeballs in the cloud and the friggin' in the mist up in the mountain?
I don't know. It could be, but it was between.
But yeah,
that and something about a ship going down in California. So he kind of like, I guess, combined the two and made the movie with that idea.
Could be.
Oh no, that's what he said in a commentary.
It seemed when I was watching it that who was going to be like the heroine? Like I could have seen easily either one of them, like Jamie Lee or
Adrian Barbeau,
Stevie Wayne.
Stevie.
Hey there, pirates. I'm big.
I don't think any job in the world is worth walking up all those fucking stairs
every night and then back down every morning.
Yeah.
I thought she lived there at first. I was like, all right, that works. But she leaves her little kid to go fucking radio DJing all night long. It's like, all right.
Well, I saw this in the theater because I saw ads for this thing in the paper in New York Newsday and Daily News. And all
Newsday, remember that newspaper?
Yeah. It's not around no more.
Only in Queens.
Oh.
Bizarre.
But I remember seeing the ad for it. It was like a full page ad of just like smoke and mist, and it said the fog. It's not what's what did it say? It's not the fog that'll kill you. It's what's in it. And I was like, what? I had to go see this in theater. I loved it when I saw it, right? But you know what fucking freaked me out, that scared the shit out of me, is knowing that the kid was in danger and the babysitter getting killed. It's like, what?
So, somebody can whack my babysitter?
Well, I'm saying, if they're going to kill the little old lady who's watching the kid, that kid's in danger. And that scene where they almost got him, I was terrified. I thought all cards were on the table. Like, he could have died.
But they didn't, even when they took her, I mean, you think elderly and children are pretty much
safe, right?
And then even when they got her, they were like, you hear the noises of slicing and shit. Like, they actually...
Yep. Oh, they were tearing into her.
Yeah, they went all out on it. Wish I could have heard some screaming, but that's all right.
Yeah. But
so I'm the only one that was hoping Andy would die.
Andy.
I hated that fucking kid.
I was 11. I was about the same age, so I was probably just as annoying, but...
Man,
I did some reading up about it, and apparently they pushed really hard, put a lot of money into the PR for this, and so you remembering that distinctly, I guess they did a good job
by not showing you anything but just some mist, and then saying there's something in there that's going to kill you. I had to see what it was.
Apparently they sprung for smoke machines to put in theaters
Oh wow,
on opening night. So when people came in, it was foggy.
I didn't have that.
That's why I watched it in my room. I just put my fog machine on and hung out alone, drinking some wine.
Oh,
Drinking some wine, playing with his sword.
there you go. Playing with his gold cross in one hand, sword in the other.
Big Blake sword.
This had like an old school, like almost like a Hammer movie. Like it felt like an old ghost movie or something, you know?
Yeah, it was exactly. It was all atmosphere and terror without being gory, and that was awesome.
Right.
And
Apparently, they had to reshoot gore to add into the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I love movies that start off with a ghost story too. So I was immediately drawn in.
Yeah,
The old
it's just
creepy guy on the
classic.
beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I was telling you about the babysitter thing, right? So after I'd seen the movie, I went and I had my mom buy me the paperback book at the Five and Dime. And so she bought me the book based on the movie. And it tells you things in there like everyone who died was a descendant of one of the assholes of the six.
Oh, in the novel version.
Yeah. So that's why she was picked, because she actually was relatives of blood of one of the people behind what happened.
See, that would have been cool to have in the movie.
Yeah. I was like, why didn't they say that?
You know it about the priest, but then you don't know it about the other five.
Right. And I didn't even
Yeah, I
remember
don't
like the guys on the boat, you know?
Hmm.
But yeah, that's a great twist. I don't know if that was like in the original script and they changed it, or if that was just the guy who wrote the book came up with. I don't know.
It might have been too long to like come up with all the backstories. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. The movie wasn't long, really.
No.
Huh.
I don't know.
Either way.
You know, I just opened my notes. So it's time for me to get, a little crazy right now, but I want to pose the movie opens up with this quote, right?
Mm-hmm.
By Edgar Allan Poe, is all that we see or seen but a dream within a dream. Now, take that quote, take this movie. Why did they choose to put this quote at the beginning of this film?
I had no idea.
You
I
know,
didn't see it as Poe. I saw it more like Lovecraft when he said Arkham, and so I don't know. Oh, did you guys catch a reference? I'm sorry again before I go. I don't want to forget. When what's his name was talking, he goes, "Oh yeah, over there in Bodega Bay or Bodego Bay." You know what that was, right?
No.
Remember, Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds was Bodego Bay.
Oh, that's funny.
So I don't know if that was a joke or if it just sounded good. I don't know.
Well, they talk about Russellville, which is the next town over from Haddonfield in Halloween, too.
Ah, see, I didn't catch that one. Cool.
All right. So what about the quote, Joey?
So the quote, I was just thinking about why they chose this because, I mean, what is okay? So the quote from interpreting, in my opinion, means basically like asking, like, what is reality versus not reality, but then stemming into asking yourself, like, why do we exist? What's the point of life? Where are we going in life? That kind of stuff. Is any of it even real? So that's the only thing I could connect to. Is any of it even real? Or, the fog being like, synonymous with dreams, right? Like if you ever watch a dream sequence, it's always got like that fog around the screen, the frame, or like a flashback in Saved by the Bell has that pink aura going around it. You know what I mean? So I just thought it was odd. I almost felt like it was just popped in there just to pop it in there. I didn't really get the themes of what's reality in this film.
Well, to tell you the truth, when I first saw this in the theater, I thought the movie was going to end with him closing the book who was telling the kids the ghost story. Like, and that's what happened here.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
No. Although the end was pretty cool.
Yes, it was.
I think Joey brought up the quote just to try to hint at us he wants to do a Saved by the Bell podcast.
I think so. I'm all for it. Love it.
I'm down. Love
Hang
it.
out.
Kelly Kapowski, she's still hot.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Jesse Spano was a shit.
Yeah, then we could do a Showgirls special episode. Not
Oh,
Showgirls. Right?
I watch it once a week. Once a week, I watch it.
Once a week.
He lives that life.
I'm the only one that is like keeps the views going online. Like, who the hell's watching this movie a fucking week? But yeah, as far as like the dreams and all that go, the fog, I think, you know, the fact that you can't see anything except the fog led your mind to basically create what's in it, and I think that has a lot to do with that quote too. Is, you know, you can really control your dreams somewhat, make up your own realities, and maybe that's what the significance of the fog was for. Maybe that quote is you don't know what evil lies in the fog, and you got to create something in your mind. Maybe I don't know,
but I guess you do know what lies in the fog. I mean, you see these, you know,
I guess before
beings.
the fact, maybe before the fact that you see
Right.
that, maybe what you see is the fog, and you know it's like ominous, and you're getting told by this radio DJ like she's, you know, knows everything. And you'll be basically like, okay, I see the fog coming, but what the fuck is inside it? I don't know.
Yeah. No, like I said, I just feel like popping the quote in there and the film, they didn't really work together. Maybe, you know, I'm not catching something, but I don't know. It didn't
Maybe it made
have
more sense to the book.
Maybe it what?
Maybe it made more sense to the book than the movie. I don't know.
Not that I can remember, but I haven't read that book in years, but I remember certain parts.
Well, the book was a novelization though, so the book came out after the movie.
Yeah.
So
fuck me then.
you know.
Maybe like that
Like,
quote
I
would
guess-
be better for like Jacob's Ladder or something, right?
Yeah, Jacob's Ladder or something like Inception,
Mhm.
The Matrix, you know what I mean? But this was a straight up ghost story. It was nothing. I was not questioning reality with this movie. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
didn't get that either. I had no idea. I thought maybe you had some insight and you were going to tell us. So
Oh no, it's for the first time I'm puzzled.
I don't know.
You know, it could have been like one of those things where, you know, it's just it was just a convention that was being done a lot in the 70s and 80s, you know, adding, and still today you see it, but at that time, you know, think of like the Freddy Krueger movies. They would
Right.
always put
Elm
like
Street had it. Yep.
funny quotes because it was like they've been doing that for how long? That was 10 years ago was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right?
Yeah,
And
like sleep,
it
those
popped
little
up.
slices of death, how I love them.
right. So it's just, you know,
Yeah.
popping some stuff on there before the movie comes on. I don't know. It didn't fit for me personally. I thought it was just a convention maybe, because like I said, I didn't get that. You know, I didn't get that from here.
Yeah.
Just odd, right? Is all that we see or seen but a dream within a dream, right? So if we're talking about life being, you know, real or not, right? What's a dream? What's reality? How do you get that from this movie? I mean, it's pretty straightforward. There's no questioning. Is this real? Is this not real?
Right.
Like, no.
Ghost story.
There's this fog. Supernatural shit is happening. And that's it. You know,
Mhm.
This is happening. People are getting slayed. It wasn't like, you know, Adrian Barbaro had a existential crisis in the studio, like breaking down on what, you know, it just, I don't know. And that shit kind of irks me because I feel like it was just, it's a great quote, of course.
Just not relevant to the movie.
Right. Again, I feel like it was just like, oh, let's tack this on there. It's an Edgar Allan Poe quote. Yeah. Which is unusual for Carpenter.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Deborah Hill. Could have very well been.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. I mean, I guess like the only part I could really see, like, you know, when the kid's in the grocery store and like the shit's rattling and he's like frightened, like, what the hell's going on?
You mean when he
Because
drinks the fucking juice and puts it back on the shelf? That's disgusting.
you know, I mean, maybe then, like, is that really happening? But you know, I think the quote is deeper than that. You know, and yeah, I don't know. It's just something I thought. But one thing I noticed was the cinematography. It's phenomenal, man.
Yeah. Well, they
Oh, yeah.
used a different lens or something, didn't he?
Yeah, when I was reading up, he used like an anamorphous. It was basically like making a regular film widescreen. I don't know
Yeah,
how any of that shit
widescreen
works.
Panavision.
Panavision or something?
Yeah, anamorphic widescreen Panavision.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know, but I read this after. But in my notes, I wrote, you know, when they went on that ship, I wrote that when that first sword goes through, I wrote that first sword goes through. Motto on the camera and cinematography is excellent. How the screen uses darkness and shadow, phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, listen, I don't think this is anywhere. This is on the bottom of bottom half of Carpenter's, you know,
Career?
for me. But I don't think this is a bad movie by any means. I think this is actually showing his skills. Because again, this is like a simple old school ghost story, nothing crazy, nothing mind altering, nothing groundbreaking like The Thing with its practical effects, or Halloween with the how it used the you know, that first person and slasher and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't, you know what I mean? And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I mean, this was a quick. They filmed it in a month.
Mm-hmm.
It was a $1 million budget, independent, low budget film. And it made a lot of money. It did great, and it's a great film. I think it's a fun watch. But put this next to other Carpenter films, and it for me, it doesn't hold up next to his classics. But again, I think this is a very atmospheric. It's not. I feel like Tom Atkins compared to him in Halloween 3, he was like real soft in this one. You know, like his line delivery was kind of awkward, and I don't think, you know, his. I guess maybe because what that came out a couple years later, maybe the role, maybe the mustache gets you hypnotized. I don't know, but I felt like Tom Atkins was a little off here. You know.
You gotta love the '80s though, where Tom Atkins is like a heartthrob lead man.
Yeah.
You know, pockmarks were attractive back in the 80s. They were considered love scars.
I just love it. Like when you look at old movies, like the leading characters are like just not attractive dudes.
I know. I feel like his acting was clunky.
Did it bother you that he played like this fucking rugged like boat captain, but he had a pickup truck that didn't have 4-wheel drive? It's like, how the fuck can this pickup truck not get out of this fucking mud right now? Like,
oh shit! Yeah, you got a 4x4, bro. Come on. Oh man,
Fucking killing that clutch.
yeah, I thought this is good, man. I enjoyed it. It's definitely, you know, maybe I guess the word I'm looking for is I feel like it's a little. It's not that it's bland, and not that it's slow, but it's. I don't know. I'm trying to find the right word for it.
Priest like didn't even attack. Like he gave up from the get go. You know, like right after reading all the book, he was just like, "Yeah, I'm fucked. Like I'm just,
I'm going down.
They're just gonna come and get me." I don't know. He just gave up. He's sitting there at the sauce.
I think the strongest part of this movie is the score, actually.
Thanks to John Carpenter, yeah.
I was gonna say the music in it at times reminded me of the fucking Halloween, like the Halloween shit.
Yeah.
You hear the influences.
Oh yeah, I mean he did the music, so you know.
He loves that piano.
Yeah, I think the combination of the way he shot it and the music is what makes this movie. The acting, like you watch Halloween, I don't think the acting is cheesy. Here, I felt like the acting was kind of cheesy. I thought what's her name was great. Adrienne Barbeau as like Stevie Wayne. I thought she was fantastic. But I think the whole relationship between Tom Atkins and Jamie Lee Curtis was clunky. I think that's the word I'm looking for that. As far as the movie as a whole, the fuck? I'm trying to find a word for this. Because the atmosphere is chilling. There's no doubt about it. But like the plot, it's the plot that's the problem for me. It's I don't know. Like I don't know. I am not crazy about the way it unravels, the way they go after what's happening. It's like think about Halloween 3. It's the same kind of deal. Tom Atkins and a chick going after the antagonist to figure out what's going on, right? Mm-hmm. That in that movie, I'm interested in it. With these two, I'm not, and I think I was waiting for Jamie Lee Curtis to like become bad, which could have added more depth to the conflict in the movie.
Mm-hmm. It's like she just grabs a sword and stabs somebody from behind and says, "I'm a ghost too."
Something, like
I never thought about that. That would have been a pretty cool scene.
Blake was my ancestor.
Yeah.
I guess the word I'm looking for is the plot feels flat.
Oh, okay.
Like I feel like it's just we're coasting along. Oh, here's the fog. Here's these people trying to figure out what's going on. Couple of cool slangs, and we're done. But while it's all coasting along, it looks gorgeous and it's kind of freaky, Mm-hmm. But and that's what it's meant to be, though. It's not meant to be like some roller coaster ride.
Right. No, it's a slow build up to the end where it's I got you.
So
it's not like it's not Escape from New York where every 10 seconds there's some action going on.
Right. And it's not like a full-on psychological thriller like The Thing where you're trying to guess who's the killer and you're, taking in these insane practical effects, Well,
I mean, some of the practical effects were good. Rob Bottin played Blake, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, like, when you see his eyes glowing, I'm like, how the fuck did they do that in 1980?
Yeah, no, I think it looked great. Don't get me wrong, but
I hear you.
It's not like
it's nothing bad about it. Just wasn't good enough for you compared to his other work.
Right. Yeah,
missing just a little something.
Yeah, like at the same time, again, it shows off Carpenter's skill to present this visual atmosphere. To tell the story that is not. Think about it. The story is not crazy. There's not crazy conflict. It's not like you have, the situation with the ghost on top of your normal internal conflicts going on. I mean, it's not that, complex. Mm-hmm. So, and I don't know, the characters, I mean, for me, I didn't really, I guess, latch on to any of them except for Stevie Wayne, who is basically holed up the whole time and doesn't see any, problems until the finale.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of
all of them too. Like that just made you worry about her and care. I care about her character more because she was all alone. She was the one trying to save everybody and getting attacked. I mean, yeah, she was definitely the lead actress, I would say.
Oh yeah.
All right.
She was like fucking Google Maps giving out the directions of the friggin'
fog
going up the street.
Yeah.
From the get-go, what was going on? It's going to turn now. It's going to turn now.
Going north on West Drive. Whatever the fuck.
Go up that one road. It's the only one that's clear, and then it's right behind them.
You did see the reboot, right?
I did not.
You did not? Okay.
No.
I think I did see the remake.
Ugh.
Was they in a supermarket, or am I thinking of something else?
No,
No,
that's
that's
the mist.
missed.
The Mist. All right, I'm fucking it all up.
That's all right. But
You know,
make you want to stab your eyeballs out.
there was one part where this guy was, I don't remember who it was, but somebody was saying, you know, we're honoring our murderers. And when I heard that line, it made me think about how we kind of do honor our murderers in this country on many levels, from our founding fathers to serial killers.
Fucking Manson just died, what, last month? I mean, look at the fucking shit that went on around him.
Right.
Like
Most of our holidays have to do with basically a lot of like massacres and people like just overthrowing people or something like that.
Yeah. Yep. What were you, J-Mac? I think you were continuing with Manson.
Oh no, just I mean, after he died, like every channel that does like those, true crime documentary type things, fucking had a show about. Rob Zombie put out that documentary about him, like right after that shit, where he had all the phone calls with him from prison. Like that just happened. I ended up falling asleep trying to watch it one night, but that shit was dope. But I mean, that's what we do now. Tarantino's supposed to be making a movie about
Yeah, about the killings, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I just saw some actor was just rumored to be involved in it with, I can't remember who it is now. It's pissing me off.
They just put out the Jeffrey Dahmer movie.
Yeah.
My Friend Dahmer, I think it's called. So I mean, right there, Son of Sam, right? All this stuff,
People have a fascination about that type of shit because they can't comprehend doing any of that kind of stuff themselves,
Right. But the thing is, there's a difference between, being enamored by it to the point where, you just study it versus acting upon this shit, because we have a lot of sick fucks in this country, that idolize these people and glorify these people rather than, look at it more of a humanistic, scientific standpoint.
I think the what they were trying to get at with that quote was saying that the town was built because of them being murderers, and because don't forget the plot. Blake was a guy with leprosy who was taking a bunch of other lepers to an island to form a leper colony with all this gold, and they were deliberately killed to build Antonio Bay.
Right.
So that is a town based on murder.
Right, which is like our country, right? Our country is based on murder. We slaughtered how many Native Americans?
Yeah, but it wasn't like a premeditated, we're going to go there and kill everybody and do this. I mean,
but did they know? Did the town know any of this, or did we find this out from the priest reading the book?
Well, I think, the priest found out. But I mean, that's what I think is the point.
The difference, though, is they didn't know. We know.
No, they didn't. Right. The people didn't.
We know. And we still do the shit.
Yeah. All right. That's a good point.
I mean, it's the American dream. That's what it comes down to, right? The American dream is supposed to be, you come to this country and you want to thrive in life. You want to succeed, But what is the American dream really doing? It's honoring murderers. Is it really honoring murderers? I mean, is that what Carpenter's saying here? Well,
I meant the 100-year celebration of Antonio Bay was a big celebration, of murder. But
what was the movie, Bill? 2000 Maniacs, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Same thing. It was a celestial. I think it's literally the same plot if you think about it, right? Except on land, right? It was a celestial thing. 100 years the town was celebrating, and
the centennial, right?
Yeah. So it's the same kind of concept there,
Yeah.
So I guess that's the themes that I extracted from this. I didn't really, kind of try to enjoy movies for what they are without having to take notes.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I have to pause it to write my ideas, which is fine, but I don't want it to be interrupting the actual enjoyment of the film,
Right, sure.
There's times where it's like I don't pause it and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta rewind it. Then the fucking screen messes up, doesn't want to load. Fucking crazy. But anyway, what else? What else we got here? I feel like I'm just fucking went on a tirade.
That Hal Holbrook must be like Superman or the Hulk, being able to lift up that fucking cross.
Yeah, right.
Like, how the fuck
That
do you
shit
not
must've been
notice that
heavy.
thing back there when he first got the book out of that fucking thing? Like, you could see there was something else back there in the opening scene when the brick falls out and he
Yeah.
pulls the book out. You could see there was something else there. Like, he wasn't curious to be like, what the fuck is that?
What else is back in there?
You could just left that shit on the beach and saved everybody a headache.
But yeah, the driftwood, everything. I dug it. I really thought it was like a good old fashioned ghost story told around a campfire.
Yeah, it was good old fashioned ghost story. That's for sure.
Now, when I'm thinking back now, did Stevie's character find out any of this stuff before or during the movie?
Don't think she got to.
I don't think she ever knew exactly what was going on.
So her having the driftwood with the Dane on it literally meant nothing. It could have been anything.
Right, those are
to
some
her.
that found it on the beach, though, right?
Yeah, fuck that kid.
Yeah, I would think for that to have some significance for her to have that, it would have been cool for her to have somewhat of a backstory about like the Elizabeth Dane and all that. It just for her character to have that didn't mean much, I guess.
I think it was just a reason to make it catch fucking fire and scary. You know what I'm saying? Like, just something to happen to her.
Bit water.
For her to think something's up, you know?
Yeah.
But that scene with her on top of the fucking lighthouse when the two things are going after, that was pretty sick.
Yeah. She had a big bird's
trying
eye
to
view.
hide. She couldn't be making any more fucking noise on top of that
Oh.
roof. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus, bitch. Like, cat burglar is not your thing.
Yeah.
Once you got the hook, I was like, oh no.
That was cool. That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
it
Is
was.
I felt real scared, like scares seeing it. I was really afraid for everyone in that movie that they could die. Even the kid. I was like, anyone could die in this.
Yeah,
I really
could have went any way. But I was gonna just say to Jim, did the weatherman tell her about the story? Can't remember when she talked to that guy on the phone a couple times.
I don't recall that.
Don't think so.
No, right?
Because even whenever he died on the phone with her, she just, she didn't really even know what happened. She just heard noises, but really had no idea. I
The
don't know.
lesson learned here is if there's a fog outside and you hear a door knock, don't open the goddamn door. Bad idea.
Yep, that's a bad idea. And she didn't talk to the what's her name? The Jamie Lee Curtis's mother and the other chick from Halloween, Nancy Loomis.
Yeah.
Remember, she's like, you're the only one who can make yes, ma'am sound like screw you.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
You're so annoying, but you keep things in line.
Like she didn't talk to them, right?
You didn't talk to anybody. No.
Oh.
No. Shit. Yeah. It's a good point.
Like, it would have been cool if she found something laying around, like the radio station or some shit, but, like, I don't even know, but something that connected her character with the piece of shit that she found, or her son found, whatever. I don't know.
Fuck
It would have made more sense for her to be reacting how she was reacting and wanting to save everybody because she knew something. It just seemed like she was just guessing.
Well, she knew that fog was weird and glowing, and
Yeah, but I mean, does that warrant flipping out on the radio and screaming and crying? I don't know.
yeah, but isn't that right when her buddy died?
But she didn't know he died. All she did was hear him get off the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seemed like she was guessing the whole time and just
Yeah.
here I'm on the radio. I'm going to start saying shit and scare people.
Could be.
Run, motherfuckers, run!
I don't know. I was really all in, so I didn't even think of stuff like that. I was invested.
Yeah. I don't know. I enjoy it. I think it's a good one. But I don't know. Any last comments and we could rate it?
No.
Good film. I agree that it's definitely not on his top of the list of Carpenter films, but I love the Halloween connection, obviously. And I mean, being so close to the Halloween, it was only 2 years later, but having all the characters in the same movie and the references, and yeah, it made it enjoyable and definitely a good movie to watch.
All right. What's your rating?
I'm going 4 out of 5. Zombie hit.
Very good. Very good. J-Mac?
I'm gonna go 4 out of 5 too. I really did enjoy it, and it was kind of a weird experience for me because I kept noticing stupid shit that I normally like only start noticing in movies when I lose interest in them. Like all the dumb stuff I was saying about the 4-wheel drive and the friggin' tremendous amount of steps that you got to walk up every fucking day to go to the radio station. But even like Jamie Lee Curtis's character all of a sudden was wearing those giant boots, and I'm like, how the fuck were you like? Where were those when you were hitchhiking? That fucking backpack. But anyway, but I really did enjoy it, man. And it was weird. Like I kept feeling like I was watching the Goonies in some weird way. Like it was just reminded me of like the Goonies, but I don't know why. But anyway, it was dope, man. I liked it. I haven't seen it in a long time.
It was One-Eyed Willie on the ship.
Yeah, man. Fucking water and pirates and all kinds of shit. So it was a good time, man. I enjoyed it. I'm glad that we landed on it.
All right. And Bill?
Well, had you asked me a year ago, I would have said 4 out of 5. But now I have the Blu-ray from Scream Factory that they released last year, and I'm watching it again. I'm gonna come in at a 3.5 out of 5, only because it dragged this time for me. Like it didn't hold up for me as it used to, but it's still, I love it. But it just dropped a little bit for pacing.
All right. I'm just slightly lower than you guys with a 3 out of 5 Zombie Heads. I thought it was a good film. I just don't think it's a great film or an excellent film. I think it's a good film. It's enjoyable. I definitely would rewatch it, but I'm not, it's not like, oh, I got to pop the fog on. But, if it was a late night and I stumbled upon it, I would certainly, endure it. It's not a bad viewing. It's fun. The atmosphere is fun. That's not a good word for it, actually, honestly, because it's not fun. But it is atmospheric. The pacing is definitely a little slow, and the acting is a little clunky around the edges for me. Again, it's a ghost story. It takes you on a nice little ride, but nothing, no roller coaster. This is a non-upside down, smooth sailing. I don't know. It like where Halloween feels like dirty and gritty. This movie is like clean.
It's that Panaflex.
Yeah,
understandable.
It could be. I think this is a very polished film, look wise, atmospheric wise, but definitely has many flaws that not check me out of it, but make me, not have a full on great review. Yeah.
Full on chubby.
Yeah. It's obviously better than an average film, but it's not a great one for me personally. So, yeah, that's it for the fog, folks.
All right.
I was going to say, all right, let's take a quick break, but we don't break on this show. So
we could, and I can edit it down, but no, we don't have to.
Nah,
you can take out a couple of the snores,
Let's make it easy. All right. Up next, 1981's.
I love that movie.
Fuck.
Is that a yawn? Or are you trying to howl?
Oh, that was a howl. Yeah.
No, that was a yawn. I just sound like a fucking howling wolf when I yawn. But 1981's The Howling.
Yes.
So this one, The Howling, is directed by Joe Dante.
Oh, yeah.
Who later will go on to helm Gremlins. But written, I don't think this was written by Dante, but
no, written by Gary Brandonier, The novel and the screenplay was John Sayles or something. Sayles.
John Sayles.
However the fuck you say it. And Terrence Winkless.
Oh, Terrence Winkless. Okay.
Yeah, you put him go way back, don't you?
Oh yeah, it's my favorite.
Oh shit.
He's my favorite. Yeah. All right, so let's get a little synopsis and we'll get down to it.
All right. After a bizarre and near-fatal encounter with a serial killer, a television newswoman is sent to a remote mountain resort whose residents may not be what they seem.
All right. So The Howling, also distributed by Avco Embassy Pictures, who, you know Avco? Embassy Pictures?
I know Embassy, yeah.
Yeah. They put out some good stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, fucking The Howling. Dee Wallace in the lead. She plays Karen Wright. She's a Los Angeles television news anchor. And I think the opening of this movie is amazing, actually.
That's gritty, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was great, bro. I mean, I've seen The Howling many times. Where the Fog, I only saw it once back in the day. So, I mean, this one, going into this one, it was already known exactly what was going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
But watching it, that sleazy porno theater, just, oh.
Did you notice Jim's cameo?
Oh, shit.
Well, he was in the store and he left the store.
Yeah, that was Jim in the porno store. He was left with a fistful of quarters. He was like, "I'll be back when they get out of my booth.
I'll be back." Oh shit!
Also starring Dennis Dugan, who directs all the Adam Sandler films pretty much nowadays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm an Adam Sandler kind of guy. Although I don't know about his new stuff yet. I haven't seen any of it. But anyway.
Netflix stuff, I haven't seen.
So basically we have this murderer named Eddie who has contacted Karen over we don't see any of this stuff. We just find out through dialogue, but basically she was contacted by this guy and police now have her in some kind of crazy cockamamie scheme to go into a porno theater and try to catch him.
Oh, I love his calling card too, the little happy face.
Yeah, the little happy face. So she's like following the happy face sticker. She goes in and the one door with the happy face, she goes in and basically forces her to watch a snuff film, right? So there's a woman being raped and he makes her watch it. And now this is my one quip with this part. The fucking cop shooting. What? He just shot the door?
Yeah, like
something. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, what were you gonna say, James?
No, I was saying when I was agreeing with you about him just shooting the fucking door up, like I don't know if that's what they teach in the academy.
Yeah. I mean, I know he's like, oh man, I got startled, whatever he says, but you just shot the closed door? Like, what the fuck?
Spray this fucking door down. Hope for the best.
And hope it's not a normal jizz booth with some like fucking pervert.
He's back there watching Debbie Does Dallas getting shot in the
The poor mop guy gets collapsed just trying to clean up after some fucking scuds.
I gotta bring this to attention. You know, it took me years before I figured out who played Eddie. You know who that guy is, right?
No.
All right. First of all, he's in every Joe Dante movie. His name is Robert Picardo. You may remember him from if you ever watch Star Trek Voyager.
Nope.
Oh wow, he was the fucking bald doctor, the hologram.
Mm-hmm.
He's all like prim and proper and bald. So I was like, this is the same guy?
Oh shit, yeah.
Took
He's in a lot of
years
shit.
before I could figure that out.
I couldn't place who you like it, but I fucking looking at him on the thing now. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. But
The
yeah,
Wonder-
if you look. Yep,
Yeah.
Wonder Years, he was the gym teacher.
Yeah.
But he's in every Joe Dante movie. Somewhere. Except
in
maybe he's
fucking
not in
Legend.
Piranha. Is he in Piranha?
He was in Legend.
Was he in Legend?
Yeah.
But he's in a lot of shit. But this guy, I had no idea that was him until like 20 years later. So, hell of a job for a balding middle-aged guy playing a psycho killer with long hair.
Philadelphia, PA, baby.
Oh yeah. Philly. But yeah. Anyway.
Oh shit! I just found out who he was in Legend. Nice. He was that witch thing, huh? The
Yeah, the
eats people,
Muckle something or other.
knuckle bones or whatever.
Yeah. He was in fucking Willow too.
Wow. A lot of shit.
Love Willow.
Wow, I haven't seen Willow in a while.
Willow's
Yeah, I just remember him in Star Trek Voyager. So
Yeah, I don't know. But anywhoots. So basically what happens is Karen, she gets traumatized from the incident. She suffers amnesia. And her therapist basically sends her and her husband Bill off to the Colony, which is a secluded resort in the countryside. Well, when we go to the Colony, we meet a whole shitload of characters there, that's for sure. Including Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. That chick looked like the chick from Goodfellas. What's her name?
Deborah, what's her name?
Deborah Mazza.
Yeah.
are you talking about the one that's like the feral chick at the? You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if we're doing spoilers yet. So.
Well, let's throw some spoilers up for the Howling. It's an old one. Probably most of our listeners have seen it, but if not, we're gonna talk freely now, folks. So here it is. Spoilers are up.
All right. Are you talking about Marcia, the one who is Eddie's sister, the one who was fucking Bill?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know she died right in the 90s.
Is she really?
Yeah. I thought she was hot. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, it sucks.
Elvira. What the hell are you talking about?
She looked like Elvira.
Her boobs were sticking out. Oh yeah, she had no problem getting naked in this movie, that's for sure.
Oh, that's for sure. Dude, what about that like little sequence? Was that
I was
animated?
just about to mention that. Yeah, it turns into a cartoon with their freaking shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah. How crazy was that?
Cool. That was nuts. I liked it though. Like it worked.
It was the most romantic werewolf sex ever.
With the hair and claws and blood. And...
You didn't see another wolf cop yet, James. That's why.
No, that's
true. What'd you see? Another wolf what?
Another wolf cock. Oh shit.
But yeah, oh god, there's the whole slew of what's it calls in this movie. Friggin' Joe Dante regulars. You had Kevin McCarthy. Remember Uncle Walt, whatever, from Twilight Zone, from Joe Dante's segment?
Yeah.
Got him. You got friggin' Dick Miller again in a great role. He's always in his movies too. Remember in Gremlins, he was Mr. Fudd. I mean, plus you had John Carradine, Slim Pickens. It's like Patrick McNee. It's like everybody in this was like, whoa.
Friggin'
I'm
Dick
pretty
Miller's
sure
the man, bro.
What's that?
Dick Miller.
Yeah, I love him. He's still alive too. Bless him.
I gotta see a movie with him as the leading role.
Oh, geez, man, a bucket of blood.
He was in Bucket of Blood, but besides that,
Little Shop of Horrors. Well, he wasn't the lead though. He was just he wasn't the lead of that.
I didn't see Little Shop of Horrors.
So.
Never seen
But,
Little Shop of Horrors?
No, I'm talking the original.
No,
Corman.
the original I've never seen, no.
Hmm.
But yeah, I want to see like
He
in
doesn't-
Bucket of Blood, he's not like, Joe Dante's Dick Miller. I want to see Joe Dante's Dick Miller. Like I want to see the guy from Gremlins, like that character as a lead.
Him and Tom Atkins doing a buddy cop movie.
Yes, that would be hysterical. Holy shit. That would be awesome.
But geez, man, this cast, amazing. Oh yeah, what was some of the shit in his store too? Did you notice? Like, if you look around in Dick Miller's shop,
there was tons of shit in this movie that not just in his shop, but like everywhere, like
from cartoons to people's names. I mean, I couldn't pick them out. Like listening to the commentary of this is like you can't keep up with all of the freaking wolf things he put in this.
Yeah, everywhere.
Like I can't even begin. Like even the cartoon on the TV, like there's a picture above someone's bed. I'm like, holy shit, dude. like names of people who directed werewolf movies are referenced. Right. I'm like, what?
he was reading a book, and it was by Thomas Wolfe.
Yeah. Oh. And I'm pretty sure this is when Dee Wallace made this. The guy who played Bill, I think she was really her husband at the time, where they were dating or something.
Oh yeah,
pretty sure. Because her name is Dee Wallace Stone, right?
Maybe.
And that was Bill was Christopher Stone. So I was just, well, who knows? Like I'm blowing out smoke out my ass. I don't know.
He must have really enjoyed backhanding the shit out of her.
Yeah, and then fucking the werewolf chick.
Did you get those scratches? They weren't there yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep. And you guys noticed Forrest J. Ackerman, right? And Roger Corman.
No.
You know who Forrest J. Ackerman is?
Nope.
Oh, he's the guy who started Famous Monsters of Filmland magazine. And Uncle Forry. He was the guy in the bookstore, the customer guy. And Roger Corman was the guy at the phone booth waiting for her to get off the phone. He checks the coin slot. Did I lose you guys?
No, sorry. I had the monitor going off here.
But yeah, Roger Corman, Forrest J. Ackerman. And I think Forrest J. Ackerman's in he was in True Blood, a little tiny scene too. Or Innocent Blood, I mean, not True Blood.
True Blood.
Nah, Innocent Blood. Remember the guys waiting in the cab and the cab gets hijacked and they're just sitting there like, what?
Yeah.
That was Forrest J. Ackerman. Anyway.
I'm just picturing Don Rickles right now.
Oh, Don
Let's
Rickles.
watch Casino today.
Man.
We'll get to that tomorrow. But anywho.
Oh, shit. I just found out something about this.
What?
In the bookstore, the corpse in the armchair was a prop from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Nice.
I did not know that.
First one?
Yeah, the Toby Hooper. And that bookstore, Dick Miller's character's name was Walter Paisley in this, which he was in Bucket of Blood.
Mm-hmm. It's all tied together.
Yeah.
Well, this movie is freaking. I don't know, the way it plays out. The pacing here is fantastic.
Oh yeah.
It just flies by watching this one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of anticipation, questioning what's going on with the colony,
Oh, we knew though. We knew.
Oh, we knew.
When we saw this the first time, we all knew. But it goes from like a horror, like serial killer movie to like in the country, and then they're werewolves. Then at the end, they're back in the city. It's like, whoa. And
Yeah.
the sex scene, everything is like, whoa, you don't have a chance to breathe.
You know, like I like how it has like the inside jokes and stuff,
Yeah,
but
the
at the same
campiness,
time,
keeping it
it
serious.
plays straight. You know,
Exactly. You're scared. At the same time, you're laughing.
right? It does a great job with the tone.
Like when he's about to kill her, you think, and you're scared for her, and then you see like this friggin' Three Little Pigs cartoon on the TV.
Yeah,
I mean, it's genius right there.
yeah. It definitely is. It definitely shows dude's skill. You know.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite living directors. So
Werewolves in London. Ow.
yeah, Rick Baker was supposed to do this, but I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad that Rob Bottin did.
Great special effects.
Yeah, I like the way these werewolves look as opposed to Werewolves in London. So
Yeah, real gritty and dark and
like dog
like,
soldiers, they're standing on two legs.
yeah, very shanty looking.
Yeah, I
you know?
like that. Oh wow, we reviewed two Rob Bottin movies tonight. Wow, just realized that.
It's actually made me want to go back and watch like fucking the other werewolf movies because I haven't seen them in so long.
Not Howling 2, your sisters. Whoa.
Nah,
They should be
Franchise review. Let's go.
But
They should
like,
have called it Howling 2, Sybil Danning's tits. That's it.
Let's call do a franchise review.
Uh-oh, not Howling, right?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Oh, I dare you. If you get to 7, I want to hear your take on 7.
Oh shit.
But no, this you can't beat this. And yeah, this is based on a book, but the more loyal story was part 4. Isn't that weird?
It is very weird.
And Joe Dante kept saying, yeah, because his book sucked, so we made it better by doing this. And I kind of agree. I saw 4, and I agree with Joe Dante.
Hysterical.
Well, apparently he got caught. He was doing his little talk about the movie, and in the back, some guy raises his hands. He goes, "So you didn't like the book?" He's like, "No, the book sucked." He goes, "Well, I'm the writer of that book." Called him out on TV or something. But did you want to talk about the end? I want to hear this. How about Jim?
I think Jim's snoring over there.
Yeah. You want to talk about the ending?
Well,
You guys keep on going. I'm right here.
Making sure you're there. I didn't hear you.
I'm here to listen on this segment.
No problem.
the ending. What she
Yeah.
she turned into a puppy.
I was gonna say, wasn't she the cutest fucking werewolf you've ever seen? You just wanted to hug it, right? Her little nose moving up and down like she was crying.
Just so cute, so cute.
How do you make a werewolf cute? Like they did it.
They did it. They did
You
it.
actually felt bad for her because you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think that end scene is freaking nuts, bro.
And how awesome would that be to see? Like, imagine as a kid, like, live TV. Remember the kid? Hey, mom, dad, the news takes a werewolf. Ah, shut up, kid. Oh, it was great.
You know, and this is where the whole, the whole critique on basically, the media and how people are desensitized to these things because it's happening, and they're like, oh, special effects nowadays, so crazy.
Yeah, and you notice there's on like TVs everywhere, like on TV stores and the windows, people are watching everywhere. The diner. So
Yeah, it's like,
we're just watching, like, yeah, wow, interesting. Not freaking out.
yeah, exactly. It's bizarre. I mean, it's not bizarre. It's true to how people would take that in. Like, if you've seen first you get forced to watch a fucking snuff video just like she does. So like you're basically feeling the wrath that she does, and then it shifts over into, like I said, by the end here. So I mean, there's this, what people watch on the screen, how people go about it. being desensitized to these things. I mean, that's something I extracted here, I guess. I mean, another one. It plays pretty straightforward, not a lot to like dig deep into, as far as analyzing the themes here. But and you said it before, Bill. You go back and forth between the country and the city, and you put those two together. Maybe there's something there, that I have to look into deeper, I guess. But putting the city and the country next together, and the cult basically being therapeutic, right? It's supposed to be psychology, therapy, but it's this fucking animalistic cult. Well, what is it really saying about psychotherapy and these kind of quote unquote colonies like this? Right?
Yeah. That's just like it. How many more are there? They never. It's like, oh man. Like, these are two city folks. They get pushed out into the country in the middle of nowhere. They know nothing. Like, who was that? Dick Cavett. Who was that one guy? You know who I'm talking about? The one who's like, silver bullet, my ass.
Yeah.
He looked like Dick Cavett. Talk shows. Anyway. And then you got that crazy one who wears like the pelts all over him, the other brother, or whatever he was.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got freaking the old man, John Carradine. He got no fangs. He was a werewolf with no teeth. That was great. He just sits there laughing at people.
His scene was awesome. He tries to throw himself in the fire.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And they're pulling him back. Just drink your drink, old man. Just shut up. But I mean, so you get these city folk in the middle of the country now. Now they're the outsiders. And then all this shit goes down. And then they go back to the city and bring it with them. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
I don't know. Is it like a disease? I don't know. I know it is a disease, but that's not what I meant. I meant it's like someone who goes out of the country and gets malaria and brings it back here, or Ebola or something.
Yeah, yeah. Or it's like transplants in New York City.
Yeah, they go to Florida, right? Like I did. No, but there's some deep meaning there, and I don't get it, but I love it.
Yeah, no, there's definitely, that's the thing. And, in all of art, there's deep meaning, obviously. I mean, you might take something like Pink Flamingos and be like, this is trash, but maybe I'll have something else to say about Pink Flamingos. Dude, I haven't watched that in like fucking 20 years. I can't even imagine what I'm about to get into.
Time will tell.
But anyway, there's definitely, that's the beauty of this film. It does have a little bit of social commentary embedded in a frightening, terrifying horror film that is also self-aware with inside jokes.
Yeah,
it's
like
really an amazing combination.
Let me give you a piece of my mind. Wow.
I'll give you a piece of my mind.
Dig into his head for the bullet. It was great.
Yeah, I thought it worked on many levels.
Yes,
the effects in this movie were fantastic.
Yeah,
the transformation scenes were all awesome. Even
I agree.
The severed arm, like switching back into a fucking hand, that was dope. Like,
yes.
Oh, they were all. It was just really good.
I agree.
It was definitely one of the better werewolf movies, right?
And right at that time, right? 81, wasn't that also the year of American Werewolf?
I don't know. I think it might have been 82 American Werewolf, if I'm not mistaken.
81 was American Werewolf.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, around the same time, you got these two great werewolf movies, just two different kinds.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of want to go back and watch it. I haven't seen that shit like probably since it was on like the 8 o'clock movie on Channel 11.
PIX.
Yeah. Fucking, I haven't seen that in so long. But after watching this, I was like, man, I haven't seen that in a long time. I should check it out and see if I still fucking digging it or not.
I probably watched it on the later side of the past 5 years.
Mhm.
That transformation scene is just phenomenal.
Yeah,
But as
but
a
all I can
whole,
think of fucking Michael Jackson's Thriller when I see that.
I was gonna say, as a whole, I like the Howling better.
Mm.
I actually really enjoy the Howling. I think it encompasses that grit that I like to see in a horror movie. It has psychological elements that I like in a horror movie. It has the gore that I like in a horror movie. The acting is fantastic.
Sex
Eddie is a creep. Yeah, there's plenty of boobs.
Got everything. Jokes. Everything is in this
Right.
movie.
It's got everything, man. It's really done fantastically.
And so many Easter eggs, like it'll blow your mind.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So
you can't turn around and not hit your dick on a fucking werewolf or wolf joke somewhere. It's like it really is one of the like packed full of references that like I don't say how he expected everybody to get or anybody to get for that matter.
Yep. I'm with it, bro. I'm with the Howling. It's funny though, because like I said, I've seen 2, but I've never seen any of the other ones.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, they just keep getting worse and worse. So
I bet. So
one of them's like a fucking Twilight episode.
What?
Yeah.
So they lose this whole.
No, it's werewolves, but it's like Twilight. It's done like It's like a little teeny bop PG like movie. It's terrible.
Oh man, because this movie is dark.
Yeah, I can't see how they degraded so badly. Wait till you see 7 though. It's a country music video.
I just might not have to watch that.
That's a torture I hope Don does not bring up.
Oh shit. Oh, I just remembered oh shit, the kid. Allen Ginsberg howls on the desk.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I don't think I caught that. See, that's what I mean is I didn't catch every reference, so
I gotta run up. I'll be back.
Yep.
Bring it home, folks.
All right.
James, you still there?
Yeah, man, I'm still here. Was we rating them, or have we still got anything else to say, Bill?
I mean, do you have anything else to say? I mean, those two have been going off pretty much.
I know we've been talking
I'm kind of because I'm agreeing with basically everything they're saying. You know, I did. I enjoyed the crap out of this movie. I hadn't seen it in such a long time, man. Again, this might have been one of those like 8 o'clock Saturday afternoon movies that I fucking watched or something, and haven't seen it in God knows how long. You know,
and it was fresh again, right? Like years, but wow, I love it again.
Yeah, that's why both of these movies tonight, like even The Fog, I hadn't seen in so long, and I've forgotten so much about it that like it was kind of seeing it for the first time, you know? Because that doesn't always happen. Sometimes you haven't seen something in a while, and like a couple scenes into it, you remember the whole fucking thing. Like this still was catching me as being new, you know? So it was dope, man. I had a good time watching this shit.
I forgot a couple of things about The Fog too, like in the morgue, you know,
Yeah.
I forgot that even happened. I was like, oh wow, yeah. Like in The Howling, the guy eating the wolf chili. I was like, yeah. Like stupid little things I never caught. And I was like, God. I don't know.
Man, it was a good time, man. This movie was dope. Like I said, the greatest romantic werewolf sex scene ever in cinematic history.
Until Wolf Cop and another Wolf Cop.
Yeah, I got to check those out now because I don't know how it could be beat. You know, I got to see if it is. It's award worthy.
Yeah.
Word-worthy bestiality is what I'm about.
With 3-foot long cocks, right?
Yeah, just giant hairy dicks.
Yeah. And werewolf chicks with 6 nipples. Oh
yeah. God, you know.
Before we get Joey back on here, what do you guys think of the new films we have for the next episode? Hills Have Eyes and Society, which I've never even heard of.
I've never heard of Society. Hills Have Eyes. I don't think I ever saw the original.
Oh wow! The Arrow sent me the Arrow version of it. I haven't even looked at it yet.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever seen the original. My pops watched a lot of old fucking movies and shit. So A lot of stuff like I might have seen in passing. My mom's a big like horror person too, so
Yeah.
may have come across it with them, but I might have been too young to fucking like want to watch it at that time. You know, I could close my eyes and run in the other fucking room, some shit.
Sure.
But yeah, I've seen the newer one not too long ago, and that it's fun shit. So
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Nice. I do love the original. I just haven't seen it in a while. I remember when it first came out, when it was on, when it hit cable, I had to ask my dad, it said mutant. And I'm like, Dad, what's a mutt ant? He's like, what? What's a mutt ant? It says mutt ants attack. And he's like, the fuck? Let me see that. He's like, mutant, you idiot.
I love, but hearing the word mutant, I think most people think of like X-Men, not
In '77. I had no idea what a mutant was. I was like, what?
Well, even you think like
what's wrong?
I saw it not too long ago. Fucking the Toxic Crusaders.
Oh yeah, the
Toxic
cartoon.
Avengers, whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, okay.
And I'm thinking like
I just watched the Toxic Avenger 1 and 2 recently. Go ahead.
I'm thinking like when I was a kid, they made this into like a kid's cartoon. Like this isn't a fucking kid's movie.
No,
rated
R.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, how the fuck do they make a child's cartoon out of this fucking movie?
I don't even think Lloyd knows.
Yeah.
He's great online though. If anybody follows him on Twitter or anything,
He's great in person. Yeah.
Dude posts so much shit on there.
When I was doing this con in Florida called Spooky Empire, I would always get the booth right next to him. And so we'd hang out and chill and bullshit. Yeah, he's a really funny guy, but he's a pain in the ass sometimes. He's a vegetarian, and me and this actor, Joel Weinkuber, sitting there. And Joel's like, Bill, man, I'm starving. I'm like, me too. We're hungover. He's like, here's $20. Go run to Burger King and grab us some breakfast. So I do. And fucking Lloyd takes the bag. He's like, oh, let's see what we've got here. Oh, this is mine. I'm like, Lloyd, we're fucking exhausted and hungry.
That's funny as hell.
He's a vegetarian. He wasn't going to touch it. He's just busting balls. But Lloyd's awesome.
All right, so we are going to wrap up with the Howling right now. Just get our ratings real quick, and then your guys' ratings because I.
And by the way, guys, I'm sorry to interrupt you again, but you asked about Society. It's great, in my opinion. It's a social commentary on things, but it's very gory.
Okay.
Cool.
Would you be able to compare it to anything that maybe we've done already or recent?
No, other than you didn't do Eat the Rich, right?
No.
So yeah, I can't really compare it to anything else I can ever think of.
All right, then that sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So what would you be rating on the Howling?
Who, me?
Yeah.
That's a definite 4 out of 5.
Okay. James?
Yeah, I feel the same way, man. I like I said, I had a real good time watching. I'm glad that it came up, that we did it. So 4 out of 5 for me.
Without a doubt. That's
Joey,
perfect.
Joey's rating was a 4.5 out of 5. So that is a very high rated movie. And like I said, I wish that I could have not been narcoleptic like Joey and been able to get it in, but I haven't seen it literally. I don't even know how long, but I didn't even want to say anything stupid or forget, so I didn't even try. But
it's all good.
From what I remember, it's definitely up there with you guys. So this is one of our highest rated films we've probably done so far.
Nice. It deserves it.
And when it came out last episode to do it, and I wish Joey was more happy when we made these picks because I thought he was going to hate these movies. I always get worried that he's not going to like movies that I like or some shit like that, but whatever.
Hey, man, that's how it keeps this fucking show interesting. We don't have to like every fucking movie we watch, you know? We need somebody to be like, this shit sucks, so we can argue about it. Interesting conversation.
Yeah,
no subtitles, I'll be all right.
We do that in the Mafia quite often.
Yeah. I'm fucking excited about that, man. Mafia tomorrow night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, since we are doing a crossover with us, we did touch on it that it's going to be Goodfellas and Casino.
You got it.
And first time for me being on the show. James, you ever been on there?
I did an accidental guest spot. I was on it for like 15 minutes maybe. I was
You told me how dumb I was for liking Trick or Treat.
Yeah, basically. I'm subscribed to them on YouTube, so when I go on my YouTube, if they're recording, it pops up that they're live, and I happen, I just finished watching the Howling for this, and I clicked on it, so they were live, and as soon as I clicked on it, fucking Bill was giving
Porno popped up.
What?
Porno popped up.
Yeah, it was. Joey was fucking the shit out of this inflatable lamb. Yeah, Bill was giving Joe shit about fucking not liking Trick or Treat. So I text Joey like, tell Bill Trick or Treat sucks. So in true Joey fashion, he just sends me a fucking link and it's like, you tell him. I'm like, all right, I mean, a couple minutes, I'll be on. So kind of shot the shit for like 5-10 minutes and then fucking jumped off so he could do that thing.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for you guys to be on the show for real tomorrow. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, man. Official fucking Slice and Dice debut on the Horror Mafia.
Yeah. I haven't talked to Donnie since we did our episode together, and those two gems of films that we did, I think. I can't remember what the hell they were even called.
Don's a felon now, man. He was in Facebook jail and shit since the last time you talked to him. So.
Yeah.
Now I got some stories from the streets now.
He's got a teardrop fucking tattoo now.
He does. Teardrop tattoo.
So what did I miss while I was gone? Did you rate this?
Yeah, and then you rated it too.
Oh, I did. Okay, good.
Yeah,
we got the rating right now.
Anything you want to say about it though, Joe? Because we just threw your rating out there.
Nah, I think I said enough.
Yeah.
Just basically touched on the new movies we have for next episode, and then for tomorrow night, we're recording the Mafia episode. So just wanted to touch on all that shit. So anybody listening, I don't know when we're gonna get this episode out, but it'll probably be before the Mafia episode. So.
Yeah, that doesn't come out till a week, so definitely this will be out probably by Wednesday.
Yeah.
Donnie has to fucking digitally remaster all their episodes before they come out. So
first he does it while watching Sharknado 5 and Three-Headed Shark Attack.
Oh my!
I'm surprised there's only one shark movie on his top 15.
it was surprising. I actually haven't got a chance. You guys just posted that one today, right?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. I'm gonna check it out. I'll probably throw it on tomorrow or something. I don't know if I'll get it in before we're on the show, but I'll get to it eventually.
Yeah, unless you sign up for Patreon, then you got it last week.
Look at that.
Instagram Slice and Dice Dreadcast _ in between all words.
Oh yes.
Let's get every plug we got in.
Go look up the Horror Mafia podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Slice and Dice Dreadcast if you're listening to this on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all that good shit.
I just want to give a special quick shout out on the Instagram to any girl horror fans that post pictures of them in like thigh highs and shit with DVDs of what they're watching, because that's very enjoyable to everybody.
Aren't they great?
The girls on Instagram
like
are the most amazing thing in the world.
Yeah, they are. Take the movie that they're watching just to barely cover their nipples.
Yeah, shit like it's a great time. If you're on the Instagram and you need to know like who to follow, like I got a few of them I could send your way.
There you go.
Oh, I gotta go on the Instagram.
Hey, you do. It's been a long time.
On the Instagram, like, are you doing the pot?
Normally, like every couple weeks, I go on and Joey goes on and likes like everything I've posted since the last time he's been on there. But it's been like a couple months, I think, since Joey's been on there. So it's a whole new fucking world.
It's been a while.
Shit.
Me too. I have it. I never use it.
Yeah, I got my wife, which she's technically my wife's cousin, but my little cousin Talisa, she fucks around with like special effects makeup. She doesn't do it like on any professional level or anything like that. But so randomly I'll throw pictures of stuff that she does up on our Instagram because that's my little homegirl. I love her to death. Big shout out to Talisa.
Awesome. Well, consider yourself have another follower, but please forgive me. I don't check it as much as I do, as I should.
It's all good, man.
But yeah,
I know Don's on there. He has a thing. I saw him like he doesn't update his shit as much though. He posted something about the Mafia today, I think. But I do promote fucking your show too. Anything Joey or Jim does that they want up there, I try to throw on the Instagram. So
thank you.
Following us could do. So
he's the best.
And if you just want to send me like topless photos of you, Bill, I'll put them up. We'll see how many likes you get.
I think I got like 2 pictures of my cat on there. Is all I got.
Start posting like DVDs of me covering my junk.
Yeah,
thigh high boots.
Thigh high boots. I'm gonna bust out the assless chaps.
Joey's on there in a robe a couple months back. Remember the fucking robe incident, Joe?
The robe incident.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Joey was fucking flashing his nipples on YouTube. Almost got
Yeah, I
his
remember. I heard the episode actually.
good times.
We got a letter about that. Yeah.
They banned us on YouTube for a month.
Yeah, we got. I don't know. I know you guys aren't really rap people, but there's an underground rapper named Necro that's been out for like years, and he's actually liked a few of our posts.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's got like a couple 100,000 followers, and he sees our shit. So
Cool.
good times. And other guys in the underground rap world, because I do occasionally, like, if I'll see some creepy shit. A lot of the rap I listen to has creepy elements to it, where it's darker stuff. So occasionally I'll throw lyrics of somebody up under as a caption of a photo, and a lot of times that kind of brings people in that world to the page.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool, man.
Nice. I remember back
Appreciate the effort.
in the 80s, it was just like metalheads who watched horror. Now it's everybody.
Yeah, man. I listened to two of the underground rap guys I listened to, Vinny Paz and Ill Bill, their names are. They rap, but they're actually like metal and hardcore fans.
I know one like that. He's a rapper in Florida. He goes by oh god, what the fuck's his rap name? I can't think right now, but yeah, he's a big metalhead. He's like, yeah, you like Slayers, and I'm like, what? Oh,
yeah, these two guys, they did a rap song on. Vinny Paz is part of a group called Jedi Mind Tricks, and they did a song on that one of their albums called Heavy Metal Kings. And they actually, the song became so popular, so many people liked it, they kind of got together and made a band, like a group called Heavy Metal Kings, and they put out these albums that are rap albums, but they're inspired by like fucking black metal music.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's pretty cool. It's pretty dope shit. The video's got like dark elements to it, and stuff. It's pretty dope. They just released a second Heavy Metal Kings album like a month or two ago, but it's pretty sick shit, man. I mean, it's, I know rap isn't for everybody. It's what, I grew up in Brooklyn in the fucking 90s, so I didn't have much of a choice.
Exactly.
Joey dabbles in hip hop. I don't think he's too busy jerking off the fish to care. But yeah, man. So it's cool shit. Fucking people looking for something new to check out.
Nice. And I did remember that guy's rap name is Wiser One. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
I think I have, actually. Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Man, cool shit, man.
Hey.
All right.
Well,
Joey, wake up.
I'm awake. I am awake.
Let's wrap up at 35
right now.
Oh shit. Well, I don't know. I'm done for the night, boys. I guess it's a wrap for the Slice and Dice Dreadcast, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Thank you. Again, it always is.
Thanks for joining us. Always a pleasure to have you on.
Much fun. And I'm sober this time. Look at that.
Look at that.
I had some brandy, but I was just sipping it.
Yeah. I'm sober.
Like Mr. Watson,
I just had some brandy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, sober. Stone cold sober. I was just sipping. I wasn't guzzling.
It's like me. I just walk out from the chamber. Yeah. But
you didn't inhale, so it's okay.
That's sober. That's normal. Oh shit.
All right. Episode 35.
Sorry.
In the book. All right.
In the book.
In the box.
Yep.
In the box.
Listen for next episode. Tentatively, Hills Have Eyes and Society.
Yes, Hills Have Eyes and Society.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. Until then, catch us on social media or check us out on the next episode of Horror Mafia Podcast. Until then, fare you well.